Realme is back after the Realme 5 with its under 9K 32GB budget offering with the Realme 5i, just 2 months after the Realme 5S, which has a base 64GB storage variant at under 10K. The specs and processor remains the same across all three variants, the Realme 5, 5S and 5i, with only the 5S having the 48 megapixel primary camera. But this time around, Realme has opted with a less slippery, matte finish plastic back instead of the usual glossy finish. So will this change of material used in the construction affect the build quality in a negative way, or does it remain strong like always? Realme, like Oppo and Vivo, have always provided good quality free cases in the box. But surprisingly, not sure why, this is the first time that Realme have not included a free case with the 5i. It weighs in at a good 195 grams with good weight distribution and is a bit on the heavier side, but still is 3 grams lesser than both the Realme 5 and 5S, weighing in at 198 grams. The build quality, like every other Realme device, seems to feel strong in my usual trial bend and will be put to the real test later. Before starting the scratch test, let's have a quick look at the general and heavy gaming performance of the Realme 5i. For you guys also looking for good software performance under the 10K segment along with the quad camera feature. Similar to the Realme 5 and 5S and other devices like the Mi A3, the 5i also has the 11nm Snapdragon 665 processor paired with the Adreno 610 GPU and clocked up to 2.2 GHz. And similar to all those devices, the 5i also defaults at low graphics settings in PUBG. But fortunately, the performance while browsing and running common apps is one of the smoothest I've seen in a 665 device. It pairs up pretty well with ColorOS version 6 and is able to heavy game without much issues. Some points to note is that all devices in the Realme series except the X series with pre-applied plastic screen protectors does not have a layer of oleophobic coating on the tempered glass protection and consistently fail the blade in my scratch test. So it will be interesting to see if the Realme 5i is able to reverse this trend for the better, or does it have the same poor quality glass protection as the rest of the Realme devices. So starting the scratch test to test the quality of this basic Corning glass protection provided by Realme by rubbing it with common atoms found in pockets and the blade of a heavy duty box cutter. The trend of poor quality tempered glass protection found on most budget devices from Realme, Vivo and Oppo is that they lack an oleophobic coating, are extremely scratch prone and are not able to resist scratches from the blade. On the other hand, high quality tempered glass protection and even basic Corning glass found even on the lowest priced devices like Redmi are able to handle the blade with ease and resist scratches to a much higher degree. It is excellent news that the Realme 5i does an excellent job at handling the blade. Except for superficial scratches which can be wiped off, the 5i becomes the first Realme device outside of the X series to pass my scratch test. Now moving on to the sound test to check the audio quality of the bottom firing excellent speakers on the Realme 5i. Realme devices, starting from Realme 1, have mostly had decent sound quality and clarity with good loudness, and here the Realme 5i also keeps up with the same audio quality. Next, moving on to fun stuff with value. The bench test is the best and only way to know the actual build quality and structural strength of devices manufactured by the brand for us consumers who pay good money to buy these devices. And Realme have always given us good quality devices since day one with the plastic as well as glass designs in the X series, always passing my bench tests with ease. Though this time around, as you can see, the Realme 5i with its new matte finish design is the first Realme device to suffer some deformity near the volume keys, with a noticeable gap between the edge and the midframe. But fortunately the Realme 5i manages not to suffer further damage or total structural failure like in some other devices and passes the bench test. Bench test fails have helped improve the build quality in recent Samsung and Redmi devices like the Galaxy A20s or Redmi Note 8. He is hoping that Realme does the same and improves on the 5i's design, or at least go back to its previous strong design.